The meeting is being live streamed.
It's some weird stuff going on, y'all. Sorry about that. We're a couple minutes late.
We are late, and it's my fault, really. I was rebooting my computer, and I don't know if the reboot worked or not. It's I'm kind of having weird internet issues. So, but I see you, you see me. I see that we're online, right?
We sure are, and we are live. So that's a good start.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut down Facebook so I don't see it because I get distracted.
I'll monitor the comments while we do our thing.
I need to shut down one window because I'm not going to fix his funnel. I did get a couple of them up before my computer gave me trouble. So I think I just kind of want to go in the order that people emailed me. And then here's the thing, this was a little too successful. I pushed a little too hard. We have like 19 people that have given us a page to look at. So I think we should look to cut it at 6:15, the 15 after the hour my time, so 45 minutes, so 40 minutes from now.
Yeah. And then so what we'll do is, for anyone that we don't cover in this first run, we will hit your funnel next week. We're going to make this a 2-week thing. So there's just so many. We don't want to be unfair and tell some of you, well, haha, we didn't get to yours.
Right. But first, as always, or as most of the time, quick magic trick. And it's going to be really 2 very quick magic tricks. They are technically the same, but sort of. I thought maybe I don't know why, but I thought maybe this week, I don't want it to get into the background. Can you see that okay, or should I move closer?
No,
if I move,
I see it. It's clear.
I don't want, if I pull it out here, then the background starts to, because I want you to know there's no, let me get a little closer. There's no CGI whatsoever in what I'm about to do. Splitting 2 cards. So, it's 9 to 5. You can work 9 to 5 if you want to, or you can learn how to have your own business and you don't have to work 9 to 5. You could do what Ross and I do and work 5 to 9 instead. That one disappeared. Hold on. There we go. There you go.
Yeah, the only problem is what Harris and I do is 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's not as beautiful as it sounds. Not 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Don't be so honest, Ross.
Hey, the truth is the truth. And it's funny because I don't know about you, bro, but I go in cycles. I've had cycles where I work 1 or 2 hours a day for weeks. And then I'll have others where I work 8 to 12 hours a day for weeks.
I became a magician because I wasn't working enough because the business was pretty much running itself for so many years. And now I'm kind of diving back in and crying every day that I don't get to do enough magic. So at least I get to do a little bit on these live streams. All right, cool. So anyway, that's a fun visual. There, I promise you, there's no CGI involved. I'm putting the cards back in a real live envelope. The only CGI is provided by Zoom. Made the card disappear for a second. That was kind of fun, but that was not what meant to be the trick. So cool. So let me share my screen for now, this will be our first one. This is from Fred.
This was the one we had talked about.
Yep. Let me, I got to get my window. I want to get his email up as well. And that might come up in the wrong window or not at all. I don't want it over here, but I'm not getting anyway, you could talk about this while I try to find the
Okay, so Fred had reached out with an unsatisfactory opt-in rate. It was just a bit lower than we would normally be happy with when someone buys traffic from
15%. That's a lot lower. It was 15%.
Okay, fair. That's half of what we would see as acceptable. So obviously Harris and I were both bothered by this, and this actually came through during our last live stream, which if you want to go back and look, there was a moment of stuttering, like, oh, I don't like that. So Harris and I actually went into this with actually almost the entire T4Me company went into this situation to take a look and make sure that Fred got his fair share. And we kind of found that it did, but I don't know where we landed in the end, because this isn't where I normally spend my time. Customer service is the thing I look at last. So generally, when you're buying traffic from us, or buying solo ads, there are certain things that are really difficult to do. So the first thing that Fred was looking for was United States only traffic, which is nearly impossible for us to promise, which is why we don't. Most of our lists are
with BizOp, we can do that, but we can't do it on as much volume. Just to be clear, we do have a, if we don't offer
that's right, we do. My bad.
We have a button. We have a button where we offer it. Look, most of the traffic is going to be a mix of all the English speaking countries anyway. And you shouldn't find, it depends on the niche. Forex, for instance, has a higher amount of, not tier 1 countries like US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. But health is in between. Health is not the health list, which this person used, is not focused on
diabetes.
Geography, or diabetes.
Well, we'll get to that part. So. But yes, on geography. But one of the key problems with this page, and one of the reasons that it didn't perform to where we would want it to, is that this is a diabetes focused offer that could have been made far less specific. By focusing on how to lower blood sugar, that is a diabetic problem. And if someone is not pre-diabetic or diabetic, they would not respond to this, which is why the opt-in rate was much lower than we would normally find acceptable. If this was framed as a general health offer, Harris, we had a bunch of stuff on that. Do you still remember any of it?
Well, you're the one that says this is a diabetes offer.
This is a diabetes offer.
Is it?
But well, on the left, okay, so when you're building something like this, from a conversion perspective, this is a diabetic offer. However, on the right side, it is exactly what I'm asking for. Baby Boomer's Guide to Better Health.
I believe I might have written to Fred, or I might have talked to you about it. Like the stuff that's down here, have more energy, feel better, lose weight. Like, that's a headline.
Yes.
And then it happens to be by lowering your blood sugar, but I don't care. I care about my problem, which is I want to lose weight, feel better, and have more energy. And they have a way to do that. I don't need to know. Even on this page, I don't know if I need to know that it's how to lower your blood sugar. Now, if it is a diabetes offer, that's different. But you're gonna have if diabetes, we have had people ask us about diabetes specific offers, and we don't think that, I mean, you're just going to expect less, because what percentage of America has diabetes? It's a high percent, but it's not 100.
Well, and that's really the problem with this page, is your headline, grab your free report now. That's not a good thing to put there. How to lower blood sugar is a diabetes specific statement, even if that wasn't the intent. So understand, I have a brother that's diabetic. So when I see how to lower blood sugar, that screams diabetes to me. I believe that's almost the generic impression this is going to make. So what should have happened was have more energy, feel better, lose weight. That is what should have been on the white background.
So I just looked up some stats. So less than 10% of Americans have diabetes, which is lower than I would have thought. 8% have diabetes. 1 in 3 are pre-diabetic. Which this would be of interest to them, and 80% of them don't know that they're pre-diabetic. So
right.
I'm saying this because this list, let's say this list was, I'm using America. America has the bigger problem. Other countries have a lesser blood sugar problem probably than the US. And that means that this list, let's say it was 100% American, only 20% of the people on this list might care about their blood sugar.
However, they all want to feel better.
But they all want to feel better. And if this helps every baby boomer, and again, they're not all baby boomers, but that list is by and large, the health list is by and large baby boomer, or I mean, I'm not baby boomer, by the way. So I might. I
However,
mean, and I def,
Harris and I
I'm
have
a
both been
target.
on the heavier side. If you told us we were fat and that we could, you had a magic formula to make us feel better, I would
And
say
lose weight.
obesity would be a far better health related target than baby boomers.
Yeah, but it's highly competitive as well. But even baby boomer and millennials or something like that, because
Yeah.
because I'm not baby boomer yet, and I'm not so turned off by it. If
Well,
I
and
saw
I'm not as fat as I
more,
was, so
if I saw have more energy, lose weight, have more energy, feel better the easy way at my age, which is not quite baby boomer. I wouldn't be offended by the baby boomer. I would say, wow, if it works for baby boomers, it'll work for me too. I'm in my 50s, or mid 40s, even maybe. I don't know.
I would estimate
anyway,
the focusing on the more energy feel better would have at least knocked you up to a 25 to 30% opt-in rate to back into that acceptable range.
You're knocking out a lot of people that you don't need to knock out. You're filtering out a lot of people that you don't need to filter out. You don't want to filter me out. I mean, I don't, unless you're only looking for diabetic, and you're not, and I believe you're not looking for diabetic. Maybe he's responding in the chat. I don't know, but
I'm watching for it. We have no responses from Fred.
okay,
I don't believe he's with us today.
He might not have gotten here yet. I know he'll see this later. So Fred, you can email me and I'll email you back. But that's at the core of it. I think I don't even know if you need how to lower blood sugar in here at all.
Right.
On this.
Well, and so that's actually, for curiosity's sake, it'd be better to leave it out. But the layout of your page is all wrong, backwards, upside down. The grab your free report now should be at the bottom. Not bottom, but let's say underneath the Baby Boomers Guide to Better Health. And maybe that's the title you want to go with.
All of this. So instead of Baby Boomers Guide to Better Health, it'll be maybe something else's Guide to Better Health.
Yeah. The aging Americans Guide to Better Health, Aging People's Guide to Better Health. And your book cover, while it absolutely looks nice, old fart guy. Yeah, I'm down with that. But that should be on top of the grab your free report now, because the way that you have it set up is that your headline is grab your free report now. That is one of the reasons your opt-in rate was so low. Right. So by rotating these two, that would be a good thing. Also, you need a better title on the book. Definitely don't want to focus on blood sugar. And I'm siding with Harris here. I wouldn't mention it, even if that's part of your delivery, that your guide focuses on lowering blood sugar to feel better. You don't need to do it on the book cover. You don't need to give your secret. That curiosity play will actually increase your opt-in rate. So let people be curious about what they're getting in the guide. Just make big promises.
And look, it's fine to have it here. So looking at the bullet points, discover simple ways to lower your blood sugar. Fine. Let that be maybe the third or fourth, not necessarily. I mean, you do say blood sugar twice. If this is only for diabetics, then that's one thing. If you're really trying to expand, then maybe only one of these 4 bullet points need to say blood sugar, and then focus more on have more energy, feel better, lose weight. And then what others are saying, you need to make a couple of things bold, because this is just gobbledygook, italicized, a bunch of words. I'm not reading it.
And then put the form below the proof as well. A second copy of it.
Put another version of the form down here. So you would put the form here, if you can see my mouse. This where the bullets are. So all of this swaps up. So yeah, anyway, so I think we've given the Herberts
plenty of time. Well, and Fred was a special case scenario, but definitely we should move on.
Okay, great. So the next one is this here. Yep. So it's a WordPress site. Let me see what I think it's a she. What she said, but it may have been. So his or her name is Erneste. Which could be Erneste Carla Zimmerman. So, but you can't tell with international names. This could be male or female. So their site is called
Freestyle Your Life.
Freestyle Your Life, FYL, which looks like FLY here, with a nice tiger logo. We won't. I guess I don't care so much about logos. I don't think anybody's really looking at them. And this is okay, so I just want to remind everybody, we call this Fix Your Funnel because we want to help people with their funnels. This isn't really a funnel. This is a
podcast website / celebrity style website is the way that it's been made.
So this here, this free ebook, this might be a funnel. I'm going to click it. Can you go to this freestyle dash your dash life,
Yeah.
Ross, and see if it loads, if it's me or you? Be good to know if it's, so all these images are gone.
Is it .com?
Yeah, freestyleyourlife.com with hashtag with hyphens, and then just go there and you can click on / ebook yourself.
Okay, let's see here.
My site is on WordPress. I'm a lifetime groover, but switching over. So she's a lifetime groover, switching over for me as a non-techie person is extremely
Yeah,
hard.
this
Well, you know
ebook
what?
page is missing a lot. That no,
Okay.
the missing images is not a you problem. That's a generic problem. I have
Okay,
them as well.
Okay, all right. So this is her. So here's what I'm just reading the email just now, and I'm going to give her the best help, the best help that I can. I'm sorry. I'm assuming I'm probably right that it's a woman, but I apologize.
It is a
if it's not.
female, I believe. There's a picture of her. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
there's
okay.
a picture of her.
No, this is Buddha, dude. What are you talking about? Okay, so this is what she said though. I'm a lifetime groover, but switching over for me is, as a non-techie person, is extremely hard. By the way, I'm going to be really honest. I'm probably a relatively techie person, and I bump into problems with Groove. So don't get too fritzed out by that. Right now, I'm looking for a WordPress plugin to run my next online summit. As with Groove, that seems to be difficult. So let me just say this: I don't know if I'm going to be able to help you with a WordPress plugin to run your next summit. That's not what I'm going to be able to do. But what I'm going to say is, with Groove, don't try to move everything over. Have your WordPress site, keep your WordPress site, fix what you need to fix over here. Maybe this send it to me right here goes to a Groove page that's a funnel with kind of like the one you just saw, but with our advice, like the not the blood sugar one, but like laid out like that, with just an opt-in to get your free first chapter or your free book, if that's what you want to do. So depending on what it is that you're doing. So just think of Groove for now as a funnel builder, okay? And just build a funnel, which means a one page and a thank you page for something. And now that then from there, that's going to go into your email, and you're going to be able to write them emails, tell them about your podcast, tell them about your clarity session, tell them about your summit, and all those things. If anybody knows of a good WordPress plugin for doing online summits, please drop it in the comments below. And Erneste, maybe you can take a look at that.
When I did one of the first online summits, probably 10 years ago, in fact, almost exactly, I think, maybe even a little longer, I had to spend thousands of dollars just to get, it was called Adobe Connect, to be able to do that. Now, I don't know, it may exist to be able to do a live summit type thing on WordPress. However, my suggestion, just to simplify, would be to use Zoom and simply play the videos inside a Facebook group. That way it's customers only. You don't let anybody in unless you have the receipt and their purchase proof. And that way it doesn't cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to run your virtual summit.
Yeah, there's probably solutions out there now for sure, but Zoom as a base is easy.
It's simple.
You can do,
and it's either free or very close. And that way, even better, you don't have to give everyone the Zoom link. You can simply let them attend inside the group. And that way you could actually not even have to pay the whopping $15 a month for the upgraded Zoom.
There's a person behind you.
Yeah, I think, I have a puppy at my feet. She was giving the dog something.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next one.
Cool.
This is also someone named, there's also someone named Fred. Now, this is FK Scentology or Scentology Inspired Fragrances. I'm gonna tell you the very first thing I see when I see this page is the F word. Even though it's not there, I see FK with some gobbledygook in between, and I think that it happens to be his initials, so maybe he's been dealing with that his whole life and he doesn't give an F what I say. But I'd be a little cognizant of that. That's what I saw with my juvenile comedian mind, I guess.
Sure.
You know.
Well, so Fred, a lot of what people experience with what you're doing and what you're attempting to do is that driving paid traffic to an e-commerce website can be very difficult, very, very difficult. So I don't believe we even have traffic that I would be comfortable.
No, first of all,
traffic
for me doesn't have traffic for fragrances. And if we don't, even if he had a perfect page and a perfect funnel or what have you, and you know, I wouldn't tell him. I'm just let me think outside the box for a second. I wouldn't send the health list there. You know, maybe you want just generic biz op traffic and people end up on your page. I definitely wouldn't send it here. But either way, check out. We've recommended before, of course. You know, Groove's competitor is ClickFunnels, but Groove doesn't have a book on this. But there's a good book that Ross will tell you the name of.
Oh, it's Ryan Moran's book, actually, is the one that I would suggest for him.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's not a competitor. So, yeah.
I'll actually get the link for it and post it in a moment. Just feel. So e-commerce is very difficult to buy traffic for, but if you follow the formula that Ryan Moran lays out, he's taken multiple e-commerce brands up to a million plus per year, like in record time. I don't recommend many books aggressively. This is one of the few. So if you're doing e-commerce and you want to do it better, this book will help you in ways I've never seen any other book help with. So yeah, give it a run, give the book a read, and it is that good. It showed me some pretty amazing stuff, and it got me thinking differently. And I'm not even in an e-commerce sense. If you're doing e-commerce, I believe it would be even more valuable. So Fred, I would recommend giving that a look. This is squeeze-like, but it's not a squeeze. I would look at some like e-commerce funnels and attempt to replicate what they've done. Create an offer with a couple of fragrances, you know, frame it as though they're for different things, and give people a deal. You know, normally sells for $100 a bottle. Give us
it looks like he's got a little
$70
bit
we'll
of,
send you two.
Right. Sorry, say that again because I interrupted you.
So, you know, each one is normally $99.99. Give us $70 and we'll send you two. So give them like an unbeatable offer and funnelize your process, because what happens is when you send people to a page with navigation, the problem is that they click away. They click somewhere else. They go where you do not necessarily want them to go. So I know that you're attempting to build like a sales letter here. I would recommend against that. Create it. Treat it like an e-commerce offer. You know, you're offering fragrances, and that's fine, but you can funnelize this pretty well. You have the beginnings of it.
Yeah, this is not at all a squeeze. This is like a sales letter. You've got so much on it. It's basically your whole product line with some testimonials here and there. I mean, it looks
other
like
Fred just thanked us for our guidance. Fred, our pleasure. Like Harris said, please email him if you have any questions based on what we said.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this definitely needs to be funnelized. I love all the proof. I think the philosophy behind what you're trying to do here is beautiful. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, you can't send traffic to this page.
They're not going to do what you want, sadly.
All shipping is only $6.50. I mean, there's no you should be free shipping. Like there should be a way to get
build
free
in
shipping.
the $5 or whatever into the cost of your products instead. Give free shipping.
I know it sucks, but you can't do paid shipping anymore. I mean, $6.50 is fine at least, but
it's absolutely fair, Fred. But no one cares. They just
exactly. Don't advertise it. If you're not advertising free shipping, don't advertise your shipping. And then okay, I guess we'll move on.
On to the next one, bud.
I think the book will help Fred a lot more than we can in 5 more minutes. So
yes,
all right.
Fred, I promise you that book will go way above and beyond what Harris and I can do to help you, because we're not e-commerce experts. I haven't done e-commerce in 16 years. I did it my first year and I haven't gone back. So.
And I did it 2 years ago, and I'm still licking my wounds from that online magic shop.
I tried to help, and it still kicked us in the head.
All right, let's see if this loads for me. If not,
it looks like it's loading. It's trying to connect to it. Do you want to drop that link for me? See if I can get it up. And no one's allowed to respond to what I just said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's my internet is weird. I think something in my oh, look, you can see who I'm talking to. Hooray. I'm trying, let me just try something. Slack. Okay. Oh, it wasn't even loaded. Okay, Ross. Sorry, guys. Seeing how the sausage is made a little bit too much. Ross. Okay, there, I'll drop the link to you, and then I'll see if it loaded, and has not loaded for me yet.
I'm going to try to pull it up. If it does not pull up, we will move on.
Right.
Popped right up. Oh, and this is not a bad one to go over. Do you want to give me host? I don't mind.
Yep. Please bear with us, everybody, while I give Ross the
We have 15 minutes left of funnel review. Again, we will do this next week as well.
What do I do? Participants, Ross, make host. Okay, there you go. As long as hopefully that doesn't cut us off from our live stream.
No, we're still good.
Okay, great.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm sharing this in a way that should keep our conversations and stuff private. So that's good. So, okay, so we have attention, get free access to our 10 membership sites. When you sign up to our exclusive mailing list, we will give you access. Okay.
Oh, here, that's the opt-in. That says opt-in. He's giving me opt-in page and landing page. So let me give you, that might be the page they go to after they.
This is the opt-in.
No, I know it says that, but there's something else called landing page. So
okay,
here, go here first. Yeah. So that's just his landing page. I see. So that's not.
Oh yeah. So this is the follow-up. So we start here. Okay. So my thought is giving away 10 membership sites doesn't tell them what that does. This could work for solo ads. I don't know, but I would suggest instead, yeah, with this bundle, you will learn power of good sale. Yeah. You know, I would focus on recurring income, a promise related around how to achieve recurring income will even give you 10 membership sites. And it sounds like there's training.
I'm confused I'm pretty confused on the offer.
It's just very unclear.
So number one, I don't like the opt-in being below the fold. Like that's a big no-no. Like I would move the this big image over to the left and put the opt-in over to the right of the image for starters. What is get 10 free memberships of what?
Yeah, it doesn't. So it's Affiliate Profits Club. You can see in the image, there's a little bit of personal development, Web Profits Club, Power Copy Club. So these are a bunch of recurring, they're designed to be recurring. These are membership websites. So the problem is you're not making the promise around, there is no consoling my dogs when they start, they will stop when they're done. I apologize. So I would focus on what they get by having access to the 10 membership sites. So financial freedom, recurring revenue, the ability to make money while they sleep. Those are the things that your headline should focus on. Screaming attention.
Right. Learn how to do this, learn how to do this, learn how to do this for absolutely free. Just sign up.
Yeah.
You're taking up a lot of space with this image I can't read it up from my computer. from yours to mine, you know. I mean, I'm older with my bad eyes and all
I
that,
believe the owner of it is in our comment box.
His name's Ronald.
Yep, that's Ronald. He is there. Thank you, Ronald.
So this is a good ethical bribe, giving them 10
it is
free
a good,
membership
yes.
sites. But what are the membership sites about? You know, and who cares what the membership site is called? Like if it's called affiliate marketing, whatever, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Make money selling other people's stuff. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I can't even read all of these. So, you know, personal development.
Well, there's a traffic one, there's a marketing one, there's a product creation one, there's a personal development one, an affiliate marketing one.
So
Power marketers.
My guess is that Ronald has an idea of what all of these things do for me together as well. Like he probably packaged these, unless he just got 10 and that was the 10 and he let the 10 out. But what's the, like, I'm guessing the goal of having all 10 of these is that you can you know, these are your shortcuts to success. This is your, you know, how you
well,
know.
And then what about the possibility of reselling it? I'm assuming that's what you're giving it to them for. You don't mention that at all.
Go to
There's
the next
nothing
page
about having those rights. So then when they do sign up, they go to this page where it is an offer. Best and biggest training package you will find on the market today. Do you struggle to make money online?
So these are the all 10 things, right?
No, these are in addition. The 10 things were free. This costs money. For $97, they get all of this.
And you don't tell me after I opt in that that the information on my 10 membership sites is on its way. So
which should be
lost.
Right here. It should be the first thing that I see. Thanks so much for signing up. Your 10 free membership sites are on their way. However, you're not going to be able to make the money you deserve without this huge package that shows you exactly how to get that done.
Yeah.
And then go into your headline and your promise and your copy. Your copy feels a little light for a $97 product. There's no proof here.
197.
Yeah, well, it's 97 is the actual
price. Cross it off.
Yeah, you should cross off the 197. Harris is right about that. I would definitely want to have more proof. This is actually a really bad headline font. It's difficult to read.
Yeah, Ronald, what can help Ronald? Because we can't help Ronald. This is all Ronald. Congratulations on getting a site up. Congratulations on getting a page up. We know how hard that is, but you need copywriting help, massive copywriting help.
Big copywriting help, and focus on what these things do for people. I'd strongly suggest focusing on the end result that these things create. That's what the copy is supposed to do. Help them see what they're going to gain or become from giving you their money. So Harris, do you want to give me the next?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Sorry, I don't.
Okay. No worries.
I'm. That's not okay.
Oh, there's a thank you page after the opt-in.
Okay. Did he give it to you?
No.
Did you just opt in?
No. I'm reading his comments. He said, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And that's why he was hesitant buying traffic. Yeah, Ronald, until you
get
your copy in place, please don't buy traffic.
Yeah, don't buy traffic yet. And I hope my team would have not let you buy traffic.
Yeah, I believe we would have steered you away from that. So
let's
move on to the next one.
This is Jeff Keel or Call Keall. This time I'll get it right. Here's my actual landing page. You may remember the last time I forgot the link, so you assess my email signature page, link below. I actually took your advice with that too. I improved the look of that bio page and redid the video. Though I only have one vocal cord, so I can be a bit lack of tone. But I'll keep working on the delivery. Okay, cool. So let's see what he's got now. All right.
Okay, so I don't know that everyone else can hear this. I can hear Jeff. Jeff, by the way, if you have one vocal cord, you still sound fantastic. Your voice is very nice.
I can't hear him, so it's fine.
Okay, so that's why I played for just a moment, because I wanted to hear the open, because I want to advise him. that that is not how you should open this video. So what I would do, you can absolutely keep this and simply record a different opening. You need to make a promise, because whenever you're trying to convince somebody to do anything on the internet, you need to give them a reason why. And that's where headlines come into play. So to find out how this book can help you, that's not descriptive enough. What you want to focus is the help is the help the book provides the end user. And then you would make a supporting statement as the first thing in the video. So an example would be, let me try to, I'm going to try to give him a headline based on what he's got. In a guide to improving the whole self. So the headline should be something along the lines of improve yourself in every imaginable way to live a life that most would only be able to dream of. And then the opening in your video would be something about how you do it that's unique. My goal in life is to provide you with the wisdom to become the person you were always meant to be, and then introduce yourself in the book, and then go into how you do that. And maybe the rest of the video may be perfect just as that is, but you have to give them a reason to continue watching it, because if you don't, they're going to leave. And if they leave, they obviously aren't going to pay you or buy your book. So I would definitely tweak that, but the rest of it actually, this is a vast improvement. That I actually love. I don't think that this kind of thing got enough play, enough of unlock this free chapter, and then you have the chapter darkened in the background. I think that's brilliant. I know that it's simple software, but I don't think that really got used much. I don't know how long ago I first saw something like this, Harris, maybe 12, 13, 14 years, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. This is awesome. I do like that a lot. And I think this is a vast improvement in the tiny amount of time. I mean, Harris, it's been under a month.
Click on get the semantics of am.
And it takes you straight to buying the book. That's awesome.
Yeah, but this isn't, so back now.
Go back.
So yeah. So what do we always say though, is that, I mean, this is also not a squeeze page anymore. There's a few different things I can do on it. So I'd like to see a page that just has his video to the left, his shadowed out chapter to the right,
what Harris is trying to say is that there's too many options on this page. There are too many things that you can do here. So on this page, you can go to buy the book. You can opt into a list. You can sign up for Groove. You can sign up for Groove.
Oh, why? I don't want to. Really? Is that what that is above, or is this just an ad that does nothing?
Oh, well, there it is. Okay, so that goes to Groove. Yeah. So Jeff, there's just too much to do on this page.
And then all these other book recommendations. So this is look, this is an okay regular old fashioned landing page, I guess. But really, you gotta the concept that we try to get across is every piece of marketing has a purpose, and this page's purpose is what. So if you send traffic to this page, what do you want to happen? What's the one thing you want to happen? It can't be
let's take
5 things.
Let's take one step back. If I were in your shoes, Jeff, I would want to build an email list of people that want to become better versions of themselves. So I would make sure that the big promise on the squeeze page is 2 chapters that focus on whatever those 2 chapters focus on. Get them onto an email list, and then immediately send them to the sales letter pieces that are on this page that explains the value of the book and attempts to convince them to buy the book. That's what I would do if I were you. So the first thing they should see is a very simple, become a better version of you with these 2 free chapters of the book that help you do blank. Once they sign up for that, then take them to the page with your video and the sales pieces for your book. Harris, we have 2 minutes. Do you want to try to do one more, or do you think that's...
Let's do one more.
Okay.
All right. I hope that's helped. I know that's helped a ton.
I would assume as much. Jeff,
okay, so
by the way, Jeff, By the way, hugely big deal. Jeff, you did a fantastic job acting on the stuff that we did last time. If you do that this time, I think it's also going to make a gigantic difference.
All right. So here's a landing page for a self-defense niche. Would that work on the survival niche clicks that you're offering? Yes, most likely. But wait, no. Actually, it loads on my page. Are you able to load it?
I am able to load it, and this is a very simple squeeze.
It's a great squeeze. No, it's not the right type of survival. The type of survival that Traffic4Me sells and that the survival market is, it's like the doomsday preppers. It's surviving the I was going to say Holocaust, surviving the apocalypse, right? The electric went off in all of my state, and I need to be ready in case that happens because people's going to go crazy, start shooting people. So it's that type of it maybe might, but I think it's not quite the right traffic, unless you're selling something different than I think you are. But it looks like you're doing like self-defense. So personal development, maybe, but I don't think I have traffic for you. I think you're gonna have to buy different type of traffic. But let's opt in. Let's opt in. This is any comments on this? Important self-defense video, discover how to do, I mean, yeah, I guess I would test showing a thumbnail of the video with a little play button on it. You know, missing arguments. Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Harris is testing one.
Well, if we can't get through.
So I'm able to get through. I don't know what you did wrong. And then, oh, it tells me I have to confirm my email. So this is a double.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're not going to be able to save anything. Yeah, it doesn't like Mike123. So. Okay, well, we don't necessarily have the traffic for you, but I would expand upon this. Important self-defense video. This
well, wait,
your niche.
Let me
go ahead.
Stop you real quick. Just so you know, he's a double opt-in. So on the next page, if you are able to opt in, it says confirm your email now. Email from Code Red Defense. Open our email, look for an email from Code Red Defense, and then click on to confirm. I don't recommend that. I mean, I know that you're gonna knock out literally
at least
80%.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, no matter what traffic you buy, you should deliver something on that thank you page.
Well,
it doesn't have to be.
So what you're doing with your current thank you page is losing probably close to what Harris said, about 80% of your traffic. What you should be doing is taking advantage that you have them and make them an offer for something to try and earn something back on your money spent on advertising. So back to what I was talking about related to your headlines, important self-defense video does not play on our fears or things that bother us. So defend yourself from any attack, even in a dark alley in a bad neighborhood.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, be comfortable anywhere you go, always, no matter how, well, actually, my first one was better. Discover how to defeat any attacker. How to overcome any odds and win a fight against someone twice your size, weight, and experience. Or something like that. And again, this is completely off the top of my head. I'm sure you can come up with something better because this is where you play. And that's your advantage. Take your advantage. Next step, remove that double opt-in page. That is awful if you're going to pay for any advertising.
Let me caveat that. Look, there's some value in having it, but you're told, but I wish you could, can you put something in with a Gmail? Just put Mike testing.
I tried Gmail.
Try Mike testing 1 2 3 at Gmail. That's fine, at gmail.com. Because I was just Harris testing it when
I have to reboot the page.
I just want you to see the next page. So look, if you or somebody disagrees that this should be double opt-in, because you'll have a super clean list, but a super small list. Okay, great. So number one, if I forget the person's name now, but Code Red Defense, if you disagree that you're like, no, I'm not listening to you, I'm still going to do double opt-in, I have to, that's fine, but you're going to have a much smaller list. But at least sell them something on this page. At least say, go check your email for the thing I promised you, and while you're here, think about buying this or this. I mean, this is the only time, even with single opt-in, okay? This is the only time you ever have 100% of the people that opted in attention. Yep. The only time you have the 100% of their attention is right freaking now, and you've wasted it by saying, go double opt in, and you've given them nothing. And I know that I'm sure there's people that have taught that this is good email best practices or something like that, but not if you're spending
not if you're paying, not if you're buying traffic. And because of how specific your market is, you can't use some of the more generic and less expensive traffic. You have to go all in and use networks, the big networks, Pinterest, Google, Twitter, Facebook, because that's the only place you're going to be able to get the targeting that you need to reach the right people that are worried about their self-defense. This is a very specific individual. You can't have generic traffic, where our traffic is not generic, but it's just one step away from it. So Harris, you want to do another? It's
targeted. I want to do one last one because we started 5 minutes late. We're at the 45-minute mark from when we actually started. But let's go ahead and let's do this one final one, especially because this last one in order happens to be one that's perfect for our traffic. So we should at least end on that. Yeah. All right.
Very nice.
So let me see.
Revolutionary automated money system allows ordinary folks to make $1,500 to $10K per week without selling or speaking to anyone.
So to be very clear, I literally just told a potential advertiser. I told a potential advertiser that they need to be more aggressive. This is very aggressive. This is the type of thing that works with BizOp email traffic, which is, you're going to make $1,500 to $10,000 a week, because people are sold on this idea that they're going to be overnight millionaires thanks to the crypto space. Now you can't go in. It's okay to go in small if that's really, if that's what it is, but it's also okay to go in big if it's really possible, and that's the type of people you're looking for. What's wrong? Yes, please let me in doesn't work.
Webinar.
Webinar. Okay. Okay. So webinar's a dirty word. Go ahead.
This is a framing problem.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna opt in. I'll be right there.
I've got to do it too. So. Oh, shoot.
All right, mine loaded.
Mine should, hopefully. Okay, so watch the video, watch the short hype. Again, webinar is a dirty word in this space. I would just say watch the video. Okay, so what this appears to be is an intro from the individual, Terry, Coach Terry. This is beautiful.
Great.
This is almost the perfect BizOp offer or opportunity, we'll call it.
Well,
wow, this is one of the best pages I've ever seen for this sort of offer.
My guy's name is Leonard, so let's be clear, Leonard.
Oh, okay.
But Terry might be his stage name, maybe.
Or someone in his higher ups. That can happen
upline
as well.
Or something.
Yeah,
right.
His upline. So good enough. That's okay. Getting them to watch that video, I could see that being getting to watch all 3 videos. That's a lot. But this is framed really well for this kind of offer. This is about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Ooh, cost to join. I'm assuming that they've tested this page and it's got to work on some level.
I never assume that.
Never.
I never assume that with network marketing companies. I never assume that they've actually tested. They usually just give people stuff and let them go with it. And what usually has to happen is somewhere in between, you have to actually communicate with the person. Like Leonard needs to do that. So like this isn't. It's gonna maybe. If that video, we don't know what that video on top is. If that video is so good that it makes me want to keep watching, and then the emails that you send keep sending people back to this, then it's great. If you have control over, can you go back real quick, Ross?
Hold on. One of our people asked for the domain. I was not able. I did not put it in as a domain. You'll have to remove spaces.
Automated.
Let me hit back. No,
automatedmoneypro.com
if you want to go to it. So the only
they're
thing
like, I want to make 10,000 a month.
Right?
Just got his
I'm in.
So if he has control over this page,
Yeah.
I
Well,
might
and see
change.
that's the problem. He may not be able to change it, and if he does change it, there may be negative penalties. Some of these companies are really strict about what you're allowed to say and what you're allowed to.
I have a feeling he's able to put what he wants on this landing page. So without selling, hundreds of thousands of dollars have been paid to members who have watched our amazing free videos.
Yes.
That would like, I think that'll improve your opt-in rate with cold. This is cold traffic. It's not just us, by the way. It's any email traffic that you buy. They're cold. They have there's no relationship with you whatsoever. It's really interesting. Like if somebody's like, I thought a lot about this. Why do we use the word cold, warm, and hot? If somebody's like hot for an offer, they're hot to do something. They're ready to go. And then warm is just like, I know the owner of the email list, and I know they wouldn't steer me wrong. So I feel good about this. I feel warm about this. I'm gonna click on it, and I trust that the next thing. So I arrive warm, okay? And you're able to transfer that warmth from one click to another. You lose a little bit, okay? As soon as you click, somebody was super hot, you click over, you're gonna lose a little bit because it's not the exact same person, exact same circumstance. But if they're warm and they click over, they're gonna be a little less warm, and it's your job to make them more warm again, more hot. In this case, with email traffic, with solo ads, you're buying cold traffic. This landing page is great for cold traffic, except I changed the word webinar to free. If you're able to change, go to the next page again, just at the other button. If you're able to change see, look, it says watch video on the top. That's great. Watch the short high profit webinar below.
Webinar is a dirty
know.
word. If you can change it, you should.
Yeah. The short high profit making video below, high profit video below. I know everybody's about webinars, and they work with warmth.
Well,
they work really great.
This is also a 22-minute video. When I hear webinar, I think you're going to make me sit through 90 minutes of something. That's actually very brief for
you
a
see
webinar.
The word webinar. I think it's 90 to 120 minutes.
That's not a webinar. That is a sales video, and that's how you frame that again if you are able to edit the page.
Yeah. And then
so please understand that the odds of people odds of them watching video 1, okay-ish. Odds of them watching video 2 drops. You'll lose 10 to 20% minimum, if not more. It all depends on, we don't have the time to go through the videos and see for ourselves, but many will not get to this, and then very few will get to a third video. Almost nobody would watch this third video.
Right.
I would absolutely, to be honest, I would remove the FAQ video and say, call me immediately. Call this number immediately. I love that it's click to call. I think that's great. But if I had to,
or at least put it below it,
page,
at least put it put a copy of call now above the FAQ. I would just do that
and say, or if you have more questions that you'd like answered before you call, frame it as though the call is coming no matter what they think or want. So if you want to get some more questions answered before you pick up the phone, feel free to check out this FAQ video below. And then immediately after that, this, which is perfect. It's a click to call button. If I click it, it's going to start calling that phone number.
I would be willing to put 2 or 3 more click to calls on this page, one above the FAQ, and just think about, like, if they're scrolling down 2 pages and they don't see click to call again, if that's your real call to action, then I mean, I'm not in love with all of this process. I mean, but like I would rather.
It's one of the better ones I've seen in the recent past.
Yeah, same. But okay, well, that's good.
Well, and by the way, the other really important thing, pull this. This image should not be on the page. I understand.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That makes me nervous. This cost to join. Yeah.
If I saw that before I called, I would not call. And the admin fee is off-putting as well. I know you can't control the offer you're already a part of. I understand that. I would think back to whatever got you to join. It may have been the call. If that's the call, then that's what you want people to do. I would restructure this page to get them to do whatever it was that got you into this opportunity. If it was getting on that phone call, reshape this entire page and let that be the only priority at all. and I would remove that cost to join because that is off-putting. It's very expensive. And so far, admittedly, I haven't watched anything, but a lot of others would be in my shoes if they have been here. If they have come to this page, what I normally will do is scroll the page before I do anything. And they'll see this cost to join, and that would immediately push me off. I'd be done right then and there. So
I wouldn't. When I was looking for offers like this, and I'm like, okay, I want to be in the big game. I don't want to make $10 a sale. I like this. So it's 6-1. I agree with you. I saw this cost to join. I was like, but at the same time, here's all the info. And that's the attitude of this is here's all the info. Get on the phone and talk to me if you have any more questions. And if you ask me a question that's in the FAQ, I'm going to tell you to watch the FAQ and call me back.
Yeah. You know? Well, and I would want to get them on the phone so I could talk them through before introducing the costs, talk about the benefits, focus on the life-changing, all that other stuff. And then when the time comes, you can hit them over the head with level 4. Oh, I can't afford that. Okay. Well, our level 3 is blank. And then be quiet, let them speak, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So
yeah.
Anyway, we are at our end.
Yep, we're done. We went over time once again, and we'll do our best to get through the rest of them next week.
Yep.
Thank
you all for coming. We love this.
Place.
We love you being here. We love talking to you. We love your comments. We are going to continue doing this. We are not going to stop. So next week we will be doing this again, and we look forward to having you here.
That's it. Goodbye. We'll see you in
Bye, everyone.
Whatever 24 times 7 is hours, 144 hours.
Don't make me math on that level. 168 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm a calculator.
Right. 168. No, I didn't try to do the math. What's 144? I wonder why I thought that.
Hold on. Let me look. I'm going to use my calculator now.
Well, no, it has to end with an 8. And you're right. I heard how you did
168. I win.
Yeah. See you guys in 167 hours. Bye.
Fair enough. Bye, everybody.